gotta be tough to work as a crossing guard here in Wisconsin. Snow, ice, freezing temperatures, that all comes with a job.
Some thick skin you need,
Definitely,
right? Protect yourself. A company in Poynette, though, is making sure their crossing guards stay nice and toasty before it gets too cold.
There might be another young guy that's usually late.
73-year-old Joe Brown is always on the lookout.
Oh, there comes somebody walking way down here. Yeah, a couple blocks away.
He works as the crossing guard outside of Poynette Middle School.
Enjoy talking to the kids and that, and it's a little extra money for gas in the car, getting a few groceries.
And now Joe,
this is great,
has a new home.
Nobody had told me anything about this shelter. I was so shocked Monday when I come in and seen this sitting here. I was happy. I took pictures of it.
Joe showed up to work last Monday and found this big red shelter all for him.
I was talking to him just 3 weeks ago about putting an umbrella, something out here to keep the sun and the weather, the rain off me, the snow. And here they popped up with this.
The new shelter is a real head turner and has made Joe pretty popular.
Half of the people that went by here was looking at this, giving me a thumbs up. Some were yelling out the window. There, that guy just honked and said that went by.
They look awesome. I just absolutely love them.
JJ Stronach works just down the road at Poynette Ironworks. Her company took her design and built 2 shelters free of charge.
Instantly in my head, I wanted something fun, and I've been to Paris, so it's like those phone booths are just awesome and they stand out.
I love it. I love the red. I love that it sticks out.
James Landers is the welder who built the boxes.
I was pretty excited to see that. I enjoyed the phone booth style. A lot of people, these days don't know what that is anymore, and to have that English touch on it, I thought it was a great design.
Now I got it made with this. This is nice. Before you'd freeze out here.
Joe's shelter now keeps him insulated from the wind, and it even has electricity. A simple shelter for a very important job, keeping Joe out of the elements so he can keep kids safe.
It makes me feel good, and I feel good doing this. I want to do this another 10 years if I can.
Largo, Florida, with a population of approximately 85,000, is a family-oriented city committed to safety and community well-being. The city supports over a dozen schools, including elementary, middle, and high schools, emphasizing the importance of safety environments for students. Largo has a strong focus on public safety initiatives, particularly through its crossing guard program, ensuring that students have safe routes to and from school. This dedication to safety reflects Largo's community values and its commitment to creating a secure and supportive environment for all residents. Hi, my name is Michelle Wilson, and today I'm here to share a case study with the hope of supporting some of the true unsung heroes of our community, our crossing guards. My project, the Feasibility Study on Crossing Guard Shelter Boxes for the City of Largo, explores how we can better equip these dedicated individuals with shelter boxes to enhance their safety and comfort as they protect our students each day. The idea for crossing guard shelters came to me after seeing them in upstate New York, especially in smaller, out-of-the-way towns. These shelters provided guards with a safe, weather-protected space, making their work more visible and secure. I thought, why not bring this idea to Florida? With our frequent storms and heat, these shelters could greatly benefit our crossing guards, helping them stay safe and visible while protecting our children. Shelter boxes, originally known as sentry boxes, have a long history dating back centuries. They were first designed as small protective structures for guards and soldiers who stood watch over city gates, forts, or royal estates. These sentry boxes were particularly common across Europe in the 17th and 18th centuries, appearing at military posts and fortifications in countries such as England, France, and Spain. The structures provided essential shelter from rain, wind, and harsh sunlight, allowing guards to remain on duty for extended periods with some measure of comfort. As cities grew and transportation developed, the concept of protective shelters evolved, extending beyond military use. In modern urban settings, similar structures began appearing at guard posts and border crossings and eventually adapted for civilian purposes such as police or crossing guard stations. In countries with extreme weather, shelter boxes became a practical solution to support public safety workers and ensure their comfort. The Largo City Manager's primary concern is the efficient implementation of safety initiatives that align with Largo's goals. The shelter boxes could enhance crossing guard safety and visibility, supporting the city's reputation as a progressive, family-friendly community. The role is to ensure we assess budget requirements, coordinate departments, and facilitate a seamless integration of these structures if approved. The Largo City Council members are invested in projects that improve public safety and resident satisfaction. The crossing guard shelters address community concerns for student safety and demonstrates the commitment to supporting essential workers. They weigh the community's interest in this project against logistical considerations such as funding and maintenance needs. Largo's law enforcement focus is to ensure safe, well-managed streets for residents and students alike. Crossing guard shelters would enhance safety by making crossing guards more visible and providing them with protection, potentially reducing traffic risk near schools. They support this initiative as it aligns with the goals for safer streets and better support for public safety personnel. Largo's crossing guards are on the front lines, ensuring students cross safely each day. Having shelter boxes would be a huge improvement, giving them relief from the weather while allowing them to maintain a consistent and alert presence. This addition would make work safer and more manageable, showing the city values their role. The students in Largo want to feel safe on their way to school. Knowing that crossing guards are protected and visible would make them feel more secure and give them confidence that the city cares about their well-being. The parents of students in Largo top priority is the safety of their children, especially during busy school commutes. The addition of crossing guard shelters would give parents peace of mind, knowing their children are in safer hands with well-protected, visible crossing guards. Their support would strengthen school safety. Largo Public Works would likely be responsible for the installation and maintenance of these shelter boxes. This project would require careful planning around installation, logistics, and ongoing maintenance to keep the shelters safe, clean, and functional. The Largo City Planner focuses on integrating projects that enhance public safety and are sustainable in the long term. Implementing shelter boxes would be a practical addition to Largo's infrastructure, helping the city address both safety and aesthetic considerations while aligning with Largo's growth and public safety objectives. Largo residents want the city to invest in initiatives that support safety and quality of life. The crossing guard shelters would show Largo's commitment to the community's safety, especially for children. In a traffic engineer's perspective, the placement of shelter boxes must be carefully assessed to avoid obstructing visibility or pedestrian flow. Properly designed and strategically placed shelters would enhance safety, especially if they make crossing guards more visible to drivers. And lastly, the Florida Department of Transportation, FDOT, focuses on road safety and regulatory compliance. The addition of crossing guard shelters align with their commitment to pedestrian safety, but must meet specific standards to ensure they do not interfere with road visibility or create new traffic risks. On September 9, 2024, I interviewed Dana Crosby, Program Administrator for the Florida School Crossing Guard Training Program in Tallahassee, focusing on Florida's guidelines for protecting crossing guards from severe weather. Dana noted a growing awareness of climate impacts on crossing guards, prompting guideline updates by 2026. Established in 1991, the guidelines have yet to address portable shelter structures, making my proposal a novel addition for consideration. State funding for these shelters would come through police or sheriff's offices, requiring collaboration for implementation. This conversation highlighted the importance of balancing safety with regulatory and logistical planning in crossing guard operations. On September 17, 2024, I attended Coffee with a Cop at Frida's Bakery in Largo, where I interviewed Sergeant Dulski and Officer Quattlebaum from the Largo Police Department about the proposed crossing guard shelters. Both officers agreed these shelters could enhance school zone safety, underscoring their potential value. They noted that the line of sight issues would depend on placement, emphasizing careful site selection. Addressing vandalism risks, the officers highlighted the crime prevention through environmental design framework, aligning with my vision of using solar-powered lighting as as a deterrent. Lastly, they explained that crossing guards managed by a police department supervisor would oversee the shelters, ensuring dedicated oversight. On October 23, 2024, I interviewed Alicia Paranello, Planning Manager of Community Development for Largo at City Hall, gaining insights that significantly shaped my crossing guard shelter project. Alicia explained that while zoning restrictions don't limit shelter placement, shelters must be within public rights-of-way and outside intersection site triangles to ensure visibility. She highlighted factors like vandalism prevention, tempered glass use, and storm safety, noting that permanent shelters would be safer in hurricanes than portable ones. The permitting process for permanent structures would align with city codes, enhancing stability by requiring approval time. Alicia suggested using recycled materials for eco-friendliness and proposed an ordinance to prevent unauthorized signage on shelters. Maintenance would fall to Largo's Public Works, matching law enforcement's role in oversight. Alicia's idea of adding an emergency system like the blue light phones at St. Petersburg College introduced a potential dual-purpose functionality. This discussion broadened my project's scope, emphasizing permanency, environmental impact, and innovative safety features for the community.
Hey, hi, I'm Vern. I'm a crossing guard here. I've been here for almost 5 years. And our number one goal is to get people across the street, especially the high school children. Comes out, I take my sign. Nice lady here. So I will come out, I will make sure that the sidewalk is sides. And I come back to the side here, and that's basically what we do here, is keep children safe and pedestrians. Take care. Have a great weekend, ladies. Take care. Have a great weekend. You guys have a great weekend. And I also waved to everybody.
I think the project's a good idea. I'd go for it. As far as the job, I must like it. I've been here 9 years. So. You don't like the job 9 years, that's you. But like I say, I'm retired. It's just something to do. Make extra money. Since I ain't doing nothing at home anyway but sitting around, I might as well make a little money.
I think it's very good that you're doing this. Keep at it. And I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Not bad today, but in the summer it gets to be about 110 here.